Welcome back. This is video 10 of the 10-part email marketing series. If you haven't watched the first 9 videos, go back and watch them. In this video, I'm going to be going over email segmentation and sending the right message to the right people. Okay, this is so important with email marketing. And I'm just going to dive straight in, to be honest. Okay, firstly, actually, by the way, I'm Jake. I'm the co-founder of On Brand Emails, which you may know by now. We have an email marketing agency. We've been sending emails for 7, 8, 9-figure brands over the last 2 years. And yeah, finally putting some stuff out there to help brand owners, agency owners with email marketing for D2C e-commerce brands. So to get straight into it, why batch and blasts stops working? Okay, so if you're small, under 1,000 subscribers, you can blast away, that's going to be fine. But once you have multiple customer types, different engagement levels, and VIPs and first-time buyers on the same list, sending everyone the same thing makes zero sense. So examples of what could go wrong: sending a first-time buyer discount to a VIP who's bought 10 times, sending a win-back email to someone who bought last week, sending to unengaged people and tanking your deliverability. Segmentation will ultimately fix this. So the 5 core segments are your engaged segment, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. The definition for this is people who opened or clicked an email in the last 30, 60, or 90 days. You could even expand this a little bit further, maybe have, active on site or viewed specific products. But it is going to be in this window. Now, honestly, once you've got a big enough list, I would do active like 30, 60, 90, 120, 180. I would just do more because you can. So why this matters: it protects your deliverability. These people actually want to hear from you, and most of your campaign revenue comes from engaged subscribers. How to use it: send 90% of campaigns to engaged only, exclude unengaged unless it's a win back. Now, what you'll often do is, you might not just send only to engaged. You might have 2/3 of the list just sending to be engaged, and then maybe you'll have window shoppers or something like that in there as well, just to kind of, but the reason you want to put the engaged people in is just to make sure, like, okay, I definitely know for certain I will get a good number of opens because there is engaged people inside there. Now, another list is your recent buyers, so 30 to 90 days. The definition is pretty simple: placed order in the last 30 to 90 days. This matters because they're really warm. They have a high likelihood to buy again, and these are perfect for cross-sell campaigns. Okay, so how to use this would be, since you bought X, you might love Y. So if they bought a mattress, they might love this pillow or duvet set. You can send them new product launches and exclusive offers. These people are really, really important, and it's also good to know that once a customer goes past a 90-day window after purchasing the first time, they probably won't come back. 70% of repeat purchasers purchase within the 90-day window after they order. And if they go past that, there's a massive, massive chance that they'll never come back. So it's really important to get them in that window. Number 3 is your VIP and high LTV customers. Definitions will be based on total revenue or frequency. For example, $500 plus dollars spent or 3+ purchases. Okay, this matters because it's your most profitable customers. They do deserve special treatment and have the highest retention priority. So you want to use this list for VIP only offers, early access to sales products, exclusive content, and softer promo approach because they don't need many discounts. Another really important thing you can use this list for as well is genuinely getting feedback from your customers. We do this all the time. Sometimes a brand owner will come to us with a question: what should I do here? What should I do with this product? So on and so forth. I'm thinking of maybe bringing in these 2 SKUs. I don't know what to pick. You can genuinely just send these customers an email, ask them their opinion. They'll really appreciate it, and then it'll just make their connection with the brand that much stronger. So number 4, you have your at-risk and your lapsing customers. So the definition is purchased before, but not in the last 60 to 90 days. Really important segment, okay? This matters because, again, it's the 90-day window, and these people are slipping away. Win-back campaigns are cheaper than acquisition. So even if you have to give a discount and lose a bit of margin on these products, it's going to be cheaper than acquiring new customers with your ads. So you could use, we miss you campaigns, special win-back offer, re-engagement sequences. This one's really, really important. And remember the 90-day window importance. So number 5, you've got your browsers and your high-intent non-buyers. So these, the definition are people who have viewed product, added to cart, or engaged but never purchased. They're interested but haven't converted. They're prime targets for incentive campaigns. You can give them viewed product reminders, complete your first order campaigns, and first time buyer offers as well. So what to send to each segment. Now you understand the segments, what do you send to each one? Engage people, you can send them pretty much everything: campaigns, promos, value. These people are engaged, they like what you send, so you can just keep sending. Recent buyers, you're going to send them cross-sell campaigns. Thanks for your recent order, here's what's new. Soft nurtures. VIPs are getting exclusive offers, early access, behind the scenes. At-risk customers are getting win-back campaigns, special incentives, and browsers are just getting first purchase incentives, social proof, and product education. So when do you add more segments? You're always going to start with these 5. Once you're comfortable, you can add discount buyers versus full price buyers. This will prevent training people to wait for sales. You will do product affinity segments, people who repeatedly buy from the same category. So if you've got like skincare, you've got like face wash and body wash, or body products and face products, someone might always purchase from face products, so that's obviously what they want from you guys repeatedly. Then you have predictive, likely to buy soon. Klaviyo have predictive analytics, really good ROI on this when it's used properly. But again, this part is key. Don't overcomplicate in the early stages. These main 5 segments that I showed you will always make up 80% of your value. These ones here, are likely for massive brands who can kind of get really nitpicky on the micro segment. So the final part is segmentation for campaigns versus flows. Flows, they are usually triggered by behavior. They either join a list, abandon the cart, or they make a purchase. Segmentation happens inside the flows, like new versus returning, or VIP splits. Campaigns, segmentation happens at the send time. Pick the right audience before hitting send. An example campaign segmentation would be new product launch would go to recent buyers and VIPs. Flash sale would go to active subscribers. You could exclude VIPs. A win-back offer would go to at-risk customers. So the summary of this video is start with these 5 segments, build them today, and stop sending the same email to everyone on your list. Segmentation kind of gets overlooked a lot of the time, but it's one of the most important things inside your Klaviyo account. What I like to think of is your email list is a living, breathing part of your business. It's changing all the time. That's why you need to be really specific with who you're speaking to and how you do it. So remember that. If you have half those segments but you don't have the rest, put them in. As you can see here in the next video, I'm going to be going over your email metrics and what actually matter. So in this video and the 9 videos prior, it's about setting it up, so on and so forth. Now we're going to dive into a little bit of the metrics and kind of how to use what you've built and launch forward with that. If you enjoyed this video, if you got some value from it, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Go back and watch the last videos if you haven't, and make sure to tune in for the next one. Thanks, guys.